Morning, everybody. I'm Jill Morgan, one of the Health and Social Care lecturers at the college, and you've got myself and Katie McCally this morning, who is another one of the Health and Social Care lecturers. So we're going to talk to you about mainly Level 2 and Level 3 Health and Social Care, what the courses involve, a bit about what we do in the college that's outside of the classroom as well, linked to our health and social care. And then hopefully have some questions off you all. We're going to start off this morning though by an introduction from our principal, Jason. He's got a little video to set forward for you to have a little look at. Okay, so we'll run with that now.
Here at the college. It is a bit strange in terms of welcoming you through the video and through online. Normally we'd have you in the college, getting a feel of the building and getting to meet your tutors in person as part of our welcome day. But today, hopefully, we will still meet your needs in ensuring we provide you with the information you need and the knowledge to ensure you start in September with us in a seamless way. You will have received information regarding our 7-day free bus pass, and that is 7 days. That ability to get from the Redcar, East Cleveland and the Tees Valley on an evening and a weekend during term time is a fantastic opportunity for you to really get out of where you live and free to use that. When you join us in September, the college will look slightly different. Depends on what happens with the current social distancing rules. The college has been adapted for the current guidelines on social distance to ensure you're safe as we all can be in these difficult times. It is important you take responsibility when you enter the building, that you follow social distance and wash your hands regularly, and just make sure all of us are safe by following the rules that are set out. And obviously, as we get nearer to September, the rules may have changed and we'll change with them to accommodate you at the college. Today, I guess it is about you getting to know your tutor. It's about getting to ask questions. It's about getting to understand what the course will entail when you come to join us. So it's important you take time to ask them questions, get to know the tutor, and really find out what you need for when you come to college. Today, also videos from student services, where you will find different opportunities. You will find out about the student bursary, finances that are available to you, such as free school meals. And please up the opportunities. The money is there to support you as students at our college. If you don't access that money, then we don't you need that money. And what we have seen through these difficulty times is that sometimes people really struggle, when they haven't got that finances available. So please, with the student bursary to help you support you with kit and equipment, free school meal, 7-day bus pass, that's all there for you. And we're here to support you to have the best experience you can at the college. The college is about giving you life chances, enabling you to take that next step. You've finished GCSE, no matter what your results, because they'll come in August and they'll be what they'll be. What I can guarantee you now is that we'll be a place for you at the college. If you don't quite get them grades, then it may mean you don't go straight on to level 3. It may mean you're going at level 2. But I can guarantee there's a place for you at the college. Obviously, we expect high standards at the college. So it is important that when you arrive at the college, you are punctual, you're appropriately dressed for your lessons, you wear the appropriate PPE, and you follow the college rules. Because it's important, we're preparing you for work. And without them basic discipline standards, you won't succeed at work. So please use college as that environment where you can develop your knowledge, your skills, and your behaviors ready for the workplace. Because that's what will set you apart from your peers when you start on that journey to employment. Or under higher education, or you want to fight for that place for an apprenticeship. Redcar and Cleveland College is here to support you. But a lot of what you do, a lot of what your achievements will be simply down to your hard work, your commitment, motivation. And I can say that from my personal experience. You succeed in life by hard work, commitment, and dedication. So please take time today to speak to the tutors, ask questions, whether that be regarding the technical part of your qualification or your course, whether that be to do with free meals, bursary allowances. Please ask them questions. What I would close by saying is study safe, study local, and study at Cleveland College. Thank you.
So I'm Katie McCalley. I teach health and social care at Redcar and Cleveland College. Now, just to follow on from what Jason was saying about the different levels, and if you get your grades in August and they're maybe not the grades you need for level 3 or vice versa, this is where we can offer you the right course. Okay, so with health and social care, we have 3 different levels. We have levels 1, 2, and 3. Now, levels 1 and level 2 are very similar in what we deliver. However, the criteria changes slightly. Now, with the level 2, okay, we look at a range of different units. So some of the units we will look at are things such as communication. This being one of the most important skills in health and social care, to have effective communication. We look at things like safeguarding. So we will look at true events that have happened. So for example, the Rochdale groomings, and we look at the safeguarding between that and, you know, if this was to happen now, what measures would be put in place to prevent that from happening. We look at human growth and development, preparing to work in adult social care. So what these units do is they prepare us for any sector in health and social care that you're going into. So whether you're sat there now thinking you want to go into nursing, so possibly paediatric nursing, mental health nursing, or whether you're wanting to be a paramedic, what we're hoping is that the course that you're coming on will fully prepare you for that career decision that you're wanting to make. Now, currently, the health and social care timetable for level 2 is still undergoing final amendments. However, we will be looking at around 4 days in total. Okay, one of those days you will be including a work placement. So you will be going out to a placement, and this will be studied alongside your qualification. Now, the way you are assessed in health and social care is we use a different range of methods. So you will not always be completing essays, you won't always be making posters or leaflets. We try and fit a broad range in. So sometimes you'll be doing presentations, you might be doing practicals in our Moormoreland wing. Moormoreland wing is our state-of-the-art centre where we have a hospital ward, we have an ambulance, and within them we can do practicals. Okay, and again, this is another form of assessment at the college. Now, what we are looking at introducing this year will be uniforms. So uniforms across all levels, level 1, 2 and 3. What we are looking at doing with these uniforms is having a possible online poll. So within the next couple of weeks, you'll get to choose the type of uniform that you'd want to wear. Okay. Now, once you've completed level 2, you can progress onto level 3. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you over to Jill Morgan, who will talk a bit about the level 3 with you. Okay.
Hi everyone. Okay, so level 3 health and social care. It offers a wide variety of progression from doing your level 3. And I've worked at the college for a number of years now teaching the level 3. I also have a background within the health, such as I'm a qualified nurse, a registered nurse, I'm a registered midwife. And I've worked there for, you know, within health for 24 years. So what the subjects that Katie was talking about, when we are looking at them in the class, I can put in some real life situations in how that will apply, because it doesn't matter whether you want to go to be a midwife, a paediatric nurse or a paramedic. You still have to look at the values and qualities, and you still have to be able to apply yourself in different situations. So a lot of what you're doing at level 3, there is quite an academic side to it, but it's about that practical element. It's about working with others. And so we have to have a little bit of fun along the way within them sessions. But obviously, making sure that you achieve the grades that's required to progress on. And that's what we'll do as a team at Redcar, help you on that way. For example, we've had lots of people that go into all of the different professions. And they started off by, some maybe started at level 1 and worked the way all the way through. So at level 3 in your first year, you'll study 9 units. The courses that the topics that Katie talked about are involved, but we also have a lot more specific topics, and one that's going to be fantastic for us to use the COVID experience is our infection control. So we've got really up-to-date examples of how we can do that, and practicals and skills. We also look at things like anatomy and physiology related to going into the healthcare sector, and we look at specialist modules as well. So for example, this year in the second year they looked at dementia, because dementia is a big thing that we all are getting involved with. The college itself is a dementia friendly college, and we have hold dementia friendly dances on a monthly basis. So we're hoping once everything gets back to normal, they'll be reinstated, and you guys as the students will be involved in that. So that's a fantastic opportunity for you as well. Also, one of the things that we do at level 3 is we put a residential trip on over to Romania, and this is the first year in 13 years we have not gone because of the COVID. But over there we work in challenging environments, we look at working in orphanages, working with the homeless people, and it's really an opportunity for you to use all those skills that you've learned throughout your years at college, such as how do you communicate with somebody when you don't speak their language? How do you put in your caring skills? How do you put in your infection control skills and your understanding of the different needs for the different individuals? So it's a real good opportunity, and we do it on a yearly basis, and it's open for level 3 and above because it's quite a tough, it can be quite a tough visit, but it makes you have something special to stand out with when you go to your university interview. Because what's happened in the past, universities have commented that the students come alive because they can put again into a real life situation and how they've used the skills that putting theory to practice. So on that note, I'll tell you a little bit more. Your placement in level 3 is there's more hours required than there are in level 2, and it's an integral part of your course. Same goes with your maths and English. So you can't progress into one of these professions unless you have the maths and English at level 2. So we can support you as a college and work alongside in your package to make sure you've got those right grades. We also look at working with the universities, and we get our visiting speakers in. This year we had somebody, she was the Deputy Director of Nursing from Sheffield, who came in and did a really good interactive session in our Moormolum suite, where we mimicked the setting up of a surgery, people being scrubbed up to operate. It was fantastic and a great experience. So we do interact with our colleagues still working in care and in the health sector, and we try and get you as much as involved as possible. Okay, so I think now what we'll do is I think we'll prepare ourselves to let you go into looking at the student services and the sort of support that they can provide for you. Okay, and then we'll come back to any more questions that maybe Katie and myself haven't covered.
Hi, I'm Tom from the Tutoring and Enrichment team and the Student Services team. We want to make sure you have a great experience while you study at Redcar and Cleveland College. We arrange loads of events and sessions which help you gain additional skills and have fun whilst doing it. These sessions allow you to make informed choices about your lifestyle making sure your mind and body stay healthy and safe. We love putting on events like Freshers' Fair, a great opportunity for you to have fun at the start of a year. Respect Festival, where you can learn about others, their lifestyle and differences. And the Progression Fair, which gives you the opportunity to plan your future, talk to universities and employers. We love students getting involved, so when you start in September, please come along to Student Services and say hi.
Hi, my name's Lorraine Preston and I work for Student Bursary as part of the Student Services team. We understand that coming to college can be very costly, but we want to be able to offer you the financial help and support that you need to help you just concentrate on your studies. We're encouraging everybody to complete an online bursary application form, as we offer help with free bus travel to and from college, a weekly bursary for our 16 to 18-year-old students, help with childcare costs and meals while you attend college, but also discounts on course kits and equipment. Did you also know that the college has free Wi-Fi, free print credits, free online resources and free access to IT equipment? Don't forget to complete your online bursary form before September. Look out for our online videos which help and support you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Hi, I'm Alice, part of the careers team within Student Services at Redcar and Cleveland College, and I'm here to give you some information on how you can make some informed choices about your future goals. You may already know what you want to do and just need some help and encouragement in planning how to get there, or you're starting to think about your next steps and I can help you prepare for your future goals. I can explore lots of options with you to help you make the best decisions about moving on to more college courses or onto university. I can also help with job search skills such as where the jobs are, what jobs are available and what you can earn.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm the Welfare Officer in the Student Services team. I'm part of a specialist team here to help you to stay safe and well whilst you're studying at college. Redcar College is committed to safeguarding and promoting your well-being so that you can focus on your studies. The team and I can refer you to specialist external services so that they can provide you with the support and advice that you may need. You can pop into the welfare team at any point. We also work closely with the tutors and they can bring you along if they feel you need our help. Thanks now, bye.
Hi, I'm Helen Marnie. I'm a welfare officer in the Student Services team. I'm part of a specialist team here to help you to stay safe and well while you're studying at college. You can pop and see the welfare team at any point, and we also work with all the tutors in college and they can bring you along if they know you need our help.
Hi, I'm Tracy Williams, Safeguarding Officer in the Student Services team. I'm part of a specialist team here to support you to stay safe and well while studying in college. Redcar is committed to safeguarding you and to promote your well-being to allow you to focus on your studies. The team and I can refer you to specialist external services who can give you the advice and support you may need.
Okay, everybody, so we've put up some links there for you to hopefully have a little bit better understanding of the college and where you come in. So now I think it's over. Have we got any questions and questions at all? I think what we'll do is go over to our school teams talk. Okay.
Hi everyone, it's Alice here from the school team at Redcar and Cleveland College. I hope you're all well. I just wanted to jump on and give a little update about enrolment today. Obviously the past few months have been really strange for you, they've been really strange for all of us too, but we do want you to know that you have got your place here at Redcar and Cleveland College, no matter what your results are. You are fully supported by all of our teams. With enrolment, we are still working out the insights and everything like that, but you will receive a letter and it will have details on of the dates that you need to enrol, as well as how enrolment will take place. It'll be really clear and it'll be really easy to follow to make the process as smooth as possible. If you do have any questions about your course, anything to do with the course information, or the other things that we're trying to do for you on campus, like your bus pass or your bursary, you can get in contact with our team at info@cleveland.ac.uk. As well as that, you can also contact us on our social media pages. Now, our social media pages are a really good way to keep up to date with everything that's going on in college on our end, as well as what you can look forward to when you start with us. So if you search on any of your social media platforms at Redcar College, you'll find us on there. On every Tuesday, our team jumps onto the Instagram for a takeover as well and answers all of your burning questions, so you can get a direct reply from them too. I hope you have a really nice summer. Enjoy your break and get ready for some hard work from September, and take care. We'll hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Okay, I think we're now up to the questions section. Yeah. So if there's anybody that's got anything at all they'd like to ask about anything to do with what the course will involve, what might be expected of them, then type down into the question box and we can look at that. Katie, I don't know if you wanted to add anything else in that you've thought about that they might be interested in.
I'm just looking there. I've just seen a question about the placements and struggling to find one. With that one, the college actually find that placement for you. In some cases, you do find your own placement. If there was a certain place that you wanted. So, for example, if you were wanting to go to Kirkleatham School, for example, and you wanted to find that yourself, you can do that. However, we've got a placement coordinator who will look at the placements for you, and we'll work closely with you on that one.
I can just see, I can see the questions now. Sorry, I didn't see them earlier. So there's a question there about the anatomy and physiology module. It is studied like the other units. What we do is we semesterise in so that we'll have 3 semesters. This is particularly for the level 3. You do 9 units in your first year, so you will have 3 for the first 11 weeks, 3 for the next, and 3 for the next. Okay, and then there'll be odd weeks where we put some extra catch-up time in, or we might have some enrichment activities we do for those weeks. Your anatomy and physiology is assessed through assignments, and that's around things like making booklets, making presentations. You also have a skills assessment on that one as well, because you have to be assessed taking blood pressure, pulse and temperature, and pulse oximeters. So we do, that is linked in very much so with the Moormoreland wing, where we do a lot of practical in that. I hope that answers your question. The one about the grades, what grades are required for each course? Well, for the level 3, what we are looking at is 4 grade 4s or above. Hopefully maths and English are in them, because obviously there's a lot of work to go with them. But if you've just missed out, we can review that. But you need to have 4. So hopefully, say you've done a health and social care at school and you've come through that with a merit or distinction. Your next progression would be up to level 3. But alongside that, we need to have another 3 GCSEs at grade 4 or above. For level 2, we need 2 at grade 5, 2 at grade 4, and the rest would be underneath the 3s. And again, we're looking at maths and English. We would prefer you to have them, but if you don't worry, because you can do them, as I've said earlier, alongside your main course. And what we will do is look at your qualifications, and if we think, right, okay, you've just missed, say, your maths, but you've got all of your others for level 3. We'll put you up there, and if we think that it's getting too difficult for you, we can swap you around. In them first 6 weeks, we have a bit of movement. Same goes if we put you on level 2 and you're finding it very easy, we can do that swapping around because we want to make sure you're on the right course for you. Okay, anything else? Did you want to add anything in there, Katie, about the grades?
No, that's fine.
Okay, I think Katie mentioned about the uniform. Katie said we're going to have this year, first year, we're looking at having a uniform, and they've got a couple of suggestions, but they want to ask your opinions because it's you guys that will be wearing it. So keep an eye out on the website because they'll put that poll out for you to select which one you want. Okay. You do need to wear your uniform when you're on placement. That has always been in place, and it's always been a polo shirt with our logo, but it's going to be different this year. The rest of your uniform, we would ask you to be like your sensible black school trouser type and sensible shoes, because we're preparing you for the world of work, so we need you to start getting used to that. With the bus, will it be arrival or is there a bus? The bus, what you get at the college is you're entitled to free travel. So we have a deal with the Arriva bus company where you will get a bus pass, and so you can get on any of the Arriva buses. So it doesn't matter what time you start or finish, you'll be able to still get on that bus with your bus pass. Oh, I see Connor's put something up there on about that. The uniform, would you wear it every day? We're hoping that by wearing it in college, it is going to be giving you a sense of being part of a certain community, that professional feel. So it is important, because wherever you work within health and care, you are working with vulnerable people, and you need to be ready. You need to show them that, you know, you can be professional in the outset. Any exams? Right. Exams, if you're doing maths and English alongside your main course, definitely we'll have some exams linked there. But for the main courses themselves, at level 2, there's no exams. At level 3, we have what's called an extended assessment. And that means you will have to write an assignment. You'll be given a title and you'll be given criteria. We had to do that under exam conditions, but that has been changed this year. So basically, you will get the title, you'll get a time span when you have to do it, and you will be able to take that away and do it. It just means I can't mark it. I can maybe give you some suggestions, but I can't read it and mark it, and it gets sent away to the external moderator. We have, you know, it's usually a really good response from our students. I mean, this year we had A's, we had B's, we had some really good grades, but you also get a second chance at doing that. So if you don't pass it first time, not a problem. You will just have to redo again, and we get feedback on what it was that you didn't quite get right. Okay, what model includes children's care homes? When you're looking at working with children, if you want them to do anything related to health, then it's health and social care. Okay, now a lot of people like to go work in nurseries, but if it's purely education based, it will not be covered in your placement. It's got to be linked to some sort of individual need. So you can, our placements will involve working in settings where children need one-to-one support, or they may be in have learning difficulties and you need extra support there. Or we have children's centres where our students can go to, and we have Sure Starts that can go to. But from a module point of view, when we're looking at the academic work, everything we cover goes from birth to death. basically. We have to cover all units, but we don't have specific ones that are just for children, because the course covers the whole lifespan. So I hope that helps. Your safeguarding one's very important for your children, but it is again for adults. Yeah, and when we look at our life stages, human growth, we look at the specific needs of children and how they differ and how the children grow and develop. When we look at psychology, we also have an insight into that, because we'll again look at some real life cases. So we'll look at how children grow and develop and what happens around them that can impact upon the way that their mind works and their behaviour. So everything we cover, like I say, it covers every life stage, and children's come into that all the time. Let's have a look at Kelsey. They said that they couldn't take the due to current situation. I'm totally on board with that. And as a college, we've looked into the fact that because of the COVID, there is at the moment a placement's going to be difficult to get. So we won't be looking at starting that come September, because obviously we've got to make sure it's safe for you guys to go into these places, and also that the community we work for are ready for that. So that's not for you to panic about, because we are looking into that and working with the local authority and the community. In James Cook, they do have a volunteer, therapeutic volunteer programme, and if you're interested in working in the hospitals, I suggest that's something you have to do personally. You get onto their site, and I suggest you look up the therapeutic care volunteers, because you can then use that as your placement hours, but you get to move around the hospital. And previous students of ours have done that, and when they've gone for interview, they've been known by the people that's interviewing them. They've actually worked with them, so they've seen them in practice. Okay, so because it's 2 years as well for level 3, even if you don't get it for your first year, if you start that application, it'll be great for your second year. Okay, how many days in college? Again, like Katie said earlier, it varies. I know if you have to do maths and English, there are set days that you were on. Okay, we're looking at also incorporating some of our learning online, so that some days we might do some of your sessions via a link like this. But at the moment, if I say this year, it was 3 days theory and 1 or 2 days placement. It really depends when the timetable comes out. But if we're talking about being in for more days, it's not always full days. Oh, and that leads on to the next one. How many hours a day would we be in college on average? Well, we think if you're coming in, we want to make it worth it. We try not to bring you in for just one session. That happened by accident last year with the second years. It didn't work, so we had to change the timetable, because a lot of people travel quite a distance, so we need to make it worth your while coming in. So hopefully you'll be in for a 9 o'clock start and be there till 3, possibly 4 o'clock on the afternoon. Depends on your lessons. Okay. Are there any placements related to midwifery? Right. When I was talking about the James Cook University Therapeutic Care Volunteers, one of my students got on the midwifery department there for that, and she did actually get a place to study midwifery at Teesside. But what I would say as well is, with some of the placements, because of the situations you're going into and because of the age difference, you're not allowed to go and sort of shadow the midwives and the district nurses because of the confidentiality aspect. So the best way to do your midwifery is through placements within the hospital. However, by doing a placement in a care setting or in a learning disabilities setting, you still are learning the valuable skills that's required, such as excellent communication skills, how to communicate at different levels, how to work as part of a team, being reliable, punctual, and working within the core values of care. So my background, as I say, I was a midwife for a lot, over 20 years, had hundreds of babies and loved it. But I tell you now, one of the biggest successes for me was the fact that I'd done my nursing before. I had experience of caring for all different ages and working as a team. It makes that holistic care so much better. So don't think by going to work in a care home you're not going to be good enough to go to be a midwife. You are. You're going to learn some fantastic skills. Okay. Anything else? Is there any I haven't answered?
Oh, I think that's them all, Jill.
We love to get involved in different activities, because one of the things working in health and care is what you're dealing with is some very stressful situations. So you have to learn to be able to relax as well. But it's not just about all the academic stuff, it's about being involved, doing charity, doing fundraising, and having a good laugh at times, but knowing when you've got to be professional as well, and you've got to make sure that you meet those deadlines. You become a good student in so much as getting you working on time, meeting the grades that you need, because this is setting you up for your career. And we're all excited to see you all in September. So, I was going to say, in another week, I go on holiday, Katie goes on holiday, but that doesn't mean there isn't anybody at the college that can't help and support you. If you've got more questions, just send in them questions to the college, okay? And they'll either pass them on to me and Katie, and we'll get back to you if they can't answer them. Or if not, we will see you around enrolment and then the start in September. So have a lovely summer, everybody. Look after yourself, stay safe. And I think we'll sign off now. Yeah? So bye, everybody.
Bye.